Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew, the movie lover here, and if you're wondering why my hair looks like shit, is because I just got out of the shower, and yeah, I know I need to brush it, but I don't really have a hairbrush upstairs. I would have to get one downstairs, but anyways, enough of that. That's not the main point of this video. Okay, I'm going back to watching more movies on Blu-ray since I got plenty, and I've been mainly watching movies I haven't owned on Blu-ray, mainly with my dad, when So yeah, anyways, next up is my movie review on Up in the Air. This is a movie I was really curious about. Heard tons of great things about it, and I think it was nominated for a few Academy Awards. This was released in December, so it's probably gotten Oscar buzz before it was even released. So Up in the Air is about a man named Ryan Bingham, who's played by George Clooney. He is a corporate hatchet man who loves his life on the road. He is forced to fight for his job when his company downsizes its travel budget. He is required to spend more time at home, just as he is on the cusp of a goal he's worked toward for years, researching 5 million frequent flyer miles, and just after he's met the frequent traveler, woman of his dreams, who is played by Vera Farmiga. And I did not know Vera Farmiga was in this movie. And I really like her in a lot of movies. She's great in the Conjuring movies. I liked her in Boy in Striped Pajamas and Orphan. And I can say she was really good in this too. In fact, almost everybody does a really fascinating job in this movie. I can say George Clooney does a really great job. Definitely one of his best performances. In fact, he was in two movies in less than a month that was released. He was in Fantastic Mr. Fox, and he was in this movie after Fantastic Mr. Fox. Because Fantastic Mr. Fox came out in 2009, November, and then this was released in December. So yeah, I can say this was a very smart movie. This is basically a romantic comedy, and I know why it's called Up in the Air. There are so many scenes where they're in the airport and they travel, and George Clooney travels by flight. So pretty much that's mainly what I think why it's called Up in the Air. There's a lot of, and let me just say there are some few jokes in this movie that really caught me off guard. Like there was a scene where George Clooney's on an air where he's on a plane and a waitress airplane but a waitress that was on the airplane asked, would you like a cancer? And he was all like, what cancer? And she has a can of soda or something and stuff like that. Also, there are some big actors that aren't in the movie that much, like J.K. Simmons and Jason Bateman and Danny McBride, at least not from what I'm aware of. And oh yeah, also Anna Kendrick's in this movie, and I like Anna Kendrick. She's a good actress. I like her in Pitch Perfect. She was also good in The Accountant, and hell, she also did a good job voice acting in Paranorman. So yeah. Anyways, this was a very smart movie. This involves a lot of this is a romantic movie, but there isn't like sexuality. There is like one scene where Vera Farmiga's naked and we see her butt pretty much, and she goes up on the bed, and but there's no sex. But anyways, there are a couple of issues I have with the movie, like the cinematography one time where they were running off a beach and pretty much going into a beach, and there's a truck by. I just thought it just looked too dark, and but I can really say one thing I really liked about this movie was the editing. The editing felt pretty fast paced, and it worked like a charm. While the camera, like, it's a little bit shaky, but I can't hide the fact that it's still a very well edited movie, and I could say the romance is there. It's not like too romantic. You know, it's also dramatic too, and it has an emotional tone to it, and it's certainly a movie that I barely had any problems with, and acting is top notch, cinematography most of the time is good, but sometimes it felt just okay, and sometimes it just looked blah. And what is there more to say? Up in the Air, I can say I was really surprised with. It was a lot better than I thought it would be, and I can certainly see myself watching this again. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 stars. Definitely worth checking out. Alright, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.